Hello, everybody. All right. Let me grab this and bring it over to the studio. As you can see, we just got done with the workout, so I apologize. Hey, all right. Boom. How's everybody doing? Hold on one second. All right, we are live. I am here. I know you can't see me, but you can hear me. Whew, 6 people. Hi, everybody. Oh, how y'all doing? Hey, Delani. Oh, man, that one got me. Were you over at the Instagram live with Zach? Hey, Claire. All right. How to get some water in there. Okay. So y'all, I am so stoked about this. Today's workout just like reinvigorated me in such a special way. Today's workout was with my old coach and training partner, Zach Forrest. Zach is a former Navy SEAL. Well, Zach's a Navy SEAL. Zach is an incredibly intelligent coach. He's a multi-CrossFit Games athlete at like the highest level of physical training. And more than that, he's one of my best friends. He's a great dude. And that was awesome to work out with him. Grunge girl. Oh, Claire, what's up? Hi. Why are you shattered? What's going on, girl?
She did the whole thing.
You did the whole thing with us? What? It's crazy, right? It's insane. Like, that was a lot. Okay, Claire, tell me how it went for you. Like, let me know. And you guys, what we may have to start doing. Hi, Courtney. Welcome. What we may have to start doing is doing something through like Twitch or through, maybe we'll do it through Zoom, and we'll throw it up on YouTube and we'll throw it up on Facebook and all those things so that we can all, like, I want to start inviting y'all on. I want to be able to talk to you. So next week, I'm going to have a better setup for this so that we can all actually talk. Christy, what's up? Man, do y'all have any questions about Zach or anything like that? Because if not, I'm just going to sit here and kind of talk, catch you up on how I met Zach. So Zach owns a couple of gyms out in Las Vegas. So when I was out in Las Vegas doing some stuff, I couldn't do all the things. Hey, you know what, Claire? That's all that matters. You were trying, you were doing your best, you're working, you're just taking the next steps. That's incredible. I'm so stoked for you. Would you be able to put the workout on your Instagram page? Courtney, I just did. I put it up on my IGTV. There should be a preview up on my actual Instagram so that you can go watch it. We talk and shoot the shit for like 10 minutes. So go over there, check it out. Let me know what you think. So when I was out in Las Vegas, this is before I did the try video with Pink and before I went on tour. It was after. It was after I came back from tour. And while I was in tour, I was in Australia. And I was hanging out with some of the dancers. Kassan Brailsford, as some of you might know, is a good friend of mine. And we were watching with our PT, this guy, David Odom, Dr. David Odom. He was our physical therapist out there. And he was watching the CrossFit Games. And this was like in I don't know what it was. But he was like, Colt, you would love this stuff. It's so weird and crazy. And there's a lot of handstands and a lot of like Olympic, like it's strongman stuff, but it's also like, it's just functional. And I was like, what is functional fitness? Because I was just like going to the gym being like, yeah, what's up, everybody? Just doing curls. And I ended up coming back and getting into it. I ended up meeting Zach when I went out there to do Rock of Ages in Las Vegas. And I went to the gym one day and this guy just ran me into the ground with this workout. And the next day I remember feeling so good because I wasn't just run down. It was run down with a purpose. And that's the thing that all good coaches and all good programs are going to do for you. So if you're looking for a fitness program, the first thing I want y'all to look for at any point is what's the goal of this? Like sometimes the goal is I just want to get out and go for a run. Like that, if that's your goal, that's your goal. But if you have a specific like weight loss goal or getting stronger or doing becoming more flexible, being a better dancer, whatever your fitness goal is, make sure that what you're doing is directly tied into that. And that there's, some for dance. Like there were days where so I lived about 45 minutes away from my high school. And when I, once I finally had a car, and my mom was amazing. She actually bought me my first car, and I started driving to school hours before school started. I would get there as early as I could, and I would stay as late as I could, and I would work on the things that I wasn't good at. And I don't know how much you know about dance, but like PK turns. I remember I used to do these, and Mom, if you're anywhere on here, like I used to do PK turns down like store aisles because I was working on them all the time. But every bit of work that I did was directly tied to something. I did the same thing when I got into CrossFit. I do the same thing with my voice. I mean, that's what you have to do. Christy said, maybe this will help me get back. Marine Corps boot camp body. Okay, Christy, I didn't know you were a Marine. That's incredible. I'm sure you've watched the video by now, but my father's a Marine. I have the utmost respect for that. That is something really, really special. Who is on here as Rami Malek? That's amazing. First off, Rami Malek, thank you for being here. You are an incredible actor and performer. I'm absolutely enamored with your work. You're not too skinny, but if you feel too skinny, how can I be more fat? I eat too much, but I'm very skinny again. Okay. So again, before I put anything out there, everything that I tell you guys is just my opinion. I'm not a certified nutritionist. I am no longer a certified personal trainer. Like, that is not my jam. I'm just telling you the things that I feel about these things. These are just general opinions. I think that's the best way to get this going. That said, if you want, this is an odd question. You said, how can I be more fat? Do you mean, how can you gain weight? Do you want to gain muscle, or do you just want to put on any kind of weight? Because those are going to be very different. And I'll try to put something up in my Instagram stories around me. Come follow me over at Colt Prattis and at colt.and.ange. And we'll try and put something up about just general fitness stuff and relative programs for how to gain healthy weight. One of the ways that I do it is, like, if you have trouble taking in, calories, a lot of times something like a protein shake, and guys, none of these people sponsor me. These are the things that I actually like. This is what's in my blue drink right now, is literally Amazing Grace proteins. And it's just because it's a plant-based protein that tastes good. Ripple milk, because it's a plant-based milk that tastes good. And I have one of these after a workout to like replenish a little bit of carbohydrates, to really just to get some calories in me and to get a little bit of protein. Like, you need that. You're breaking your muscles down. So what happens when you work out, you break your muscles down. Like, there's little tiny micro tears that go into your muscles, right? And then that's why we rest. And that's why people say rest is so important. And that's a hard thing for all of us to accept, especially me. I can't stand resting. I can't stand it. I feel like I know the science behind it, and I ignore it, and I think, no, whatever, I should just keep working out. But then what you're doing is you're literally just damaging your body over and over and over and over and over. You've got to take that time to relax and let your body repair, because when it repairs, it doesn't repair to the exact same state. It gets a little bit stronger. It's like, say this is how we start, right? You got a little 2-stack here, and you tear that 2-stack, right? To get it rebuilt, it's going to go like this. Suddenly it's a 3-stack, and then you break that down. And when it repairs, boom, man, this worked out really well. Boom, boom. And over time, suddenly you've got what started as a 2-stack. You've got this giant muscle fiber that's just like, whoa, and you look like The Rock. And that's how it works, because science. But yeah, so just make sure that you're taking that rest. But to build yourself back up, you need a protein. And because I am a vegetarian, I don't get a full what's called amino acid profile, which just means that what it takes for protein to kind of assimilate back into your muscles and to help you, there needs to be a certain amount of amino acids. If you have a vegetarian diet, one of the big arguments against it is, oh, well, you don't have a full amino acid profile, bro. Well, I do, because I eat a pretty well-balanced diet, but also because I take these. So this is Optimum Nutrition Amino Energy grape flavor, because grape is the best flavor ever of definitely this. And because I like drinking grape juice, apparently. It has its amino acids. So I take 5 milligrams of that every day, and suddenly my diet is completely taken care of, even as a vegetarian. So make sure that if that's your jam and you want to go vegetarian, cool. If you don't have to worry about it. Somebody gave a like. Thank you so much. Christy Semper Fi. It's just so cool. Christy, do you mind if I ask you what got you interested in the Marine Corps? Because we were just talking to Zach. For those of you who are just joining in, my buddy Zach Forrest is a Navy SEAL and owns a bunch of CrossFit gyms out in Las Vegas. He is a phenomenally fit person, CrossFit Games athlete, very, very cool guy, very knowledgeable guy. And he just explained how he got into the Navy SEALs. Your older brother was in. All right. Well, cool. Thank you and your older brother for that. Delani, thank you so much for creating such selfless children. Thank you very, very much for that. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing to go into the military. Had to make sure I could keep up with them. We're a huge Marine family. I love that. Rami, I'm so happy to see that I helped you. Thank you very much, Rami. Yeah. So either way, I guess back to how Zach and I got started. He was putting me through these workouts, and he would allow me to just kind of come in and do the workouts of the day. But I don't, as much as I love structure, I don't like classes. I've never liked classes, and I don't know what it is. I should probably explore that, because one of the big things we talk about on Part of Love is you got to know yourself. You got to be able to look in those dark spaces and see, like, why do I feel that way? Right? Why do I not like this? Why do I eat when I get upset? Why do I do these things? Not just doing them, but why do I do them? And I would come in and I would work out, and eventually he saw that I was pushing myself really hard, and he offered, hey, do you want to work out? Come in and try this workout with me. And he tested me on a very hard workout. A lot of you may know it, especially Christy, you may know. It's a workout called Murph, and it happens every Memorial Day around the CrossFit community, and now it's reaching out to a lot of other people in a lot of other places and gyms. It's celebrating the life of Lieutenant Michael Murphy, who was a Navy SEAL on what ended up being the deadliest mission for Navy SEALs in the history of the military, to my knowledge. A lot of lives were lost that day, and in response and in support of what he represented, we do a 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and another 1 mile run. Now, that doesn't sound so bad, except you do it wearing a 20-pound weighted vest. And it's on Memorial Day, so it's very hot. And Zach put me through that workout, and when I could keep up with him to any degree, the fact that I wouldn't quit, I couldn't keep up with him. He was way fitter than me, but I wouldn't quit. And so that was when Zach and I started training together, and it was awesome. Courtney, have you been getting better at running, and have you had the chance to try the bars and gels? Okay, so last week, Courtney Kennedy was so kind. I said, how do people run for so long? And Courtney said, my dad is a runner. I said, well, please ask him, like, how does he run for so long? Like, what does he think about? What goes on in his brain? And she went and asked him right then and there, which was incredible, and came back and said that he tries these bars and gels that, like, in the middle of a long run, you have one of these little gels, and it gives you a burst of carbohydrates and energy and the things that you need to keep going. Courtney, I haven't been able to try them because I haven't been able to find them where I am currently. However, I did take a pack of Starburst. I had a little snack size, like fun-sized couple of Starburst, and I put them in my pocket for a long, it's long for me. It was a 10K, a little over a 10K that I did the other day. And about halfway through the race, I took one out of my back pocket and I popped it in my mouth. And I realized that an old Starburst is not a power gel. It is very hard to chew. And I couldn't just spit it out because I was running on the road. And I felt bad. I don't want to, litter and, have a bird bend over and eat it, and then it's going to have trouble chewing it. And I was running and I couldn't breathe because I had starburst in my mouth and I was like breathing out of half of my mouth. It was horrible. So no, I didn't technically try the bars or gels. I did sort of, but it didn't go very well for me. I'll have to try an actual like professional bar or gel. Christy, the hardest thing I've ever done and one of the proudest is being a Marine besides being a single mom of my 4 daughters. Christy, that is beautiful. And I love that those are the two things that you compare, like going through being a Marine and all of the things that you had to do there. Not only that, and mom, I don't know if my mom is on here. My mom is usually on these lives, but my mom was one of the first police officers on the Atlanta Police Department. Let me rephrase that. My mom was one of the first female police officers on the Atlanta Police Department in a time when women were not police officers. So we're talking in like, the 70s. And that was a crazy thing to do back then. And Christy, even more than just being a Marine, I applaud you for being a Marine at a time when women make up. I just watched something about this, that women make up disproportionately a smaller amount of the Marines specifically. I mean, that's America's toughest fighting force, and you're out there putting it down, and that's incredible. And in addition to that, you're a mom to 4 daughters. I have 2 dogs, and and Angelina, and I am already overwhelmed. So thank you so much. Thank you for your service. Thank you for everything that you've done and for everything you continue to do. And I bet some of the things that you learned in the Marine Corps help you be an incredible mom. I'm guessing, because I know that some of the things that I look back on about my mom that were the strongest features of her are the things that I am sure a lot of that came from being in the police force. And some of the things that she instilled in me definitely came from lessons that I know she learned on the force. So that's awesome. All right, so let's talk a little bit about stretching. We were stretching at the end. You know that we have a stretching video up. I don't know if I can put cards in lives. If not, I'll try to afterwards. But we have a video on our morning routine. It's literally called Our Morning Routine, I think. And it's Angelina and I. It's what we do in the mornings. We wake up. She takes the girls out. I make coffee. I'm so sorry. Little phone watch is going off. I have a little bit of coffee, and we sit down and we stretch while we watch Live with Ryan and Kelly, Kelly and Mac. And it's the best thing ever, but it's so necessary. Right now, I'm literally sitting in a stretch. Like my legs are like I'm literally stretching now, because otherwise my body will just tighten up. Plus, I think I'm gonna go for a run after this because I'm so excited and I'm so jacked up. And y'all, I'm so happy you're here. Thanks for being here. This is one of those things, like, we're starting this. This is something that's brand new for us, this channel, this brand, and the ones of you who are here, because we've talked about it before, we appreciate you so much. I don't ever want you to feel pressure to be here, but I'm so thankful that you are here. And I'm so thankful that you're just spending time with us. And I know Ange feels the exact same way. I think she's going to pop in real quick, come say hi. So if you guys have any questions for either one of us, if you watched that video, you might have questions for how in the world she is so flexible, because I have been married to her for 6 years. We've been together for over 10 years, and I still have no question or understanding how she's that flexible.
I mean, we stretch a lot. We do. We can't lie. I'm always in a split.
Oh, thanks for making this.
Yeah, of course. You guys, this is so delicious. It's
okay.
Is it good?
It's incredible. Did you have some?
No, none of this one.
Okay, so this one tastes like, and I'm not kidding, it tastes like, so we're obsessed with Dunkin' Donuts because she's from the Northeast. She's from Boston. So that's where Dunks started, was in Boston.
And they have the most incredible blueberry muffin ever. And I don't want to know what's in it. It's probably horrible for you, but it's always so moist and blueberry-y. And so we made this smoothie the other day with this. I think we showed you guys last week, but this is my favorite protein. And again, we're not sponsored by them at all.
Not
but
yet.
I'm just obsessed. I know.
Trying.
If you want to send us some, by Amazing Grass, but it's Tahitian vanilla, and we use this vanilla ripple, and
Unsweetened.
Unsweetened, yeah.
Not for the calories. It's just the sweetened one tastes really sweet to me.
Yeah, and it's already has so much protein in, but then just frozen blueberries. That's so good.
That's all that's in here, and it tastes. We literally call it the blueberry muffin shake. Like,
yeah, it's so good.
I could sell this at Dunkin' Donuts and nobody would know. Claire, thank you. That makes me smile so much. And Courtney, last week you said my dad would probably laugh at the amount of running you've done. You're totally right. I did say that, and I meant it. He said to tell you he's done nearly 10 marathons. That's incredible. Okay, so I'm training currently for a half marathon. Some of you might have seen me kind of mention that in the Instagram live. I just started this week. Courtney, tell your dad that up until this week, I think I had collectively run 20 miles, 20, maybe 30 up until this week. And now I'm around 60 because this week has been a lot of miles, but I'm loving it. My body feels really good. I've built up to it very slowly, but it's training for a half marathon. So I'm going to run my first, not actual, scheduled marathons, because there are no scheduled marathons. But I'm doing one, I think in 3 months is like how long the training program is. So I'm really excited about that.
This is news to me, you guys.
No, I mean, I'm literally doing it by myself outside around the neighborhood. I'm not signed up for anything.
Where are we going?
No, I'm doing Run with Maud on Sunday, but other than that,
of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone,
without getting into the super politics of it, other than if you don't know, go to www.runwithmaud.com. Sign up. My mom knows about this. She just posted about this. Go check it out there. We won't talk about it here, but it's this Sunday. If you're going to run, I'm going to set up a thing. And if you want to run with me, let me know. And I'll set it up and put it up on Instagram so we can all talk about how to run together. It's a very important cause. Okay, you guys, I'm just so stoked. We're going to be on here for another 3 minutes, and unless we get some more questions, but just thank you for being here. Mom, do you have any questions? My mom's been walking lately. I don't know if you saw in the video that we put up yesterday. I called her and I said, "Hey, Mom, what are you doing?" She said, "I'm just out walking." I said, "Okay, I see you. Social distancing, being safe."
I love blueberry muffins.
Jonathan Ramondo, love blueberry muffins. So I'm definitely, you got to try it.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you, Jonathan. It's incredible. She makes these. And all I do is just
with
go
the
out
magic bullet. It's like the best purchase ever.
The food one. Like the magic ninja, ninja bullet.
Isn't it called the?
I think I don't know what it's called. All I know is we have a food processor thingy that's kind of like the ninja or it's called the magic bullet. Yeah. And it's very, very cool. And you just put this. So this is like, you see, it's a screw top. And it has this, which has the blades in it. This looks gross, but I promise it's very tasty. It's very good. You just screw this on, and then it hooks in. You see these little knobs, and you click it in, and it goes, and it's like Jamba Juice, but in your house. So it's a twofer.
And honestly, if you guys have questions about like diet or more of that stuff, like we'll be here every Friday and anything. Honestly, something. What did he say?
Yeah, Jonathan got it.
I want to, yeah. One thing I wanted to talk about, I think it's like so cool. Something I just wanted to share is I have struggled a lot with my hormones and things over the years, especially just being a dancer. And I think that there's a lot of like women, so like that struggle with that. And I follow a doctor. She's absolutely incredible. Her name is Lara Bryden. And DM me if you're interested in any of this. She basically helped me fix my hormones like almost completely. I mean, I still, have things that I'm working on. We all do. But this is just regular magnesium. I did not believe that this would change my life, but it did. So it's obviously amazing for men. It relaxes. It's good for your muscles. It's good for your heart. I feel like
before bed.
Yeah, I feel like you sleep better with it. And so do I. But as far as anything hormonal, magnesium, whether you are a teenager or, 75. Like it really changes so many things. So go read about it. That was cool. My share for today.
All right, y'all, we got 10 seconds left. Thank you so much for being here. Courtney, can I run with you on Sunday? I'm a key worker, and you are so sweet.
Oh,
one of the highlights of my week. Thank you for doing these. Well, we will do them. We'll be doing them more and more, and you guys are here in the very beginning, and it means the absolute world to us. Christy, Delani, and I have been dieting and changing our way of eating. I'm so proud of her. You lost 22 pounds so far, Delani? Come on now.
Yes, girl.
Come on now.
Yes.
Mom, you want to throw in your thing? My mom has been working extremely hard, and we're a little bit over our time, but we'll figure it out. We'll just stop when we're done. If you don't want to share that, it's all good too. But my mom has been killing the game. I'm so proud of her. So yes, Delani, congratulations. 22 pounds. She's rocking it.
That's awesome.
Come on. I am so stoked for y'all. Thank you so much for being here. We will see you guys next week. Same time, same place. Tell your friends, spread the word. And obviously we'll see you Sunday for Live with Colt and Ang, a special Mother's Day edition.
Yeah.
And yeah, just even if you're not there, have a beautiful Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day to all the moms.
Mwah. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.